Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you a method of dealing with anxiety and stress called a grounding method, or a grounding technique, specifically the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. In stressful times, it's good to have some way to help calm yourself down in stress, panic, or anxiety situations. While there are a number of ways and methods to do this, this is one I'm familiar with. And I find it helps for me, but it's all about finding the one that works for you. So for this method, we are focusing on 5 of our senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. And we are going to do this in 5 steps. So for the first step, what are 5 things you can see? So take a moment and just observe your surroundings and just notice 5 things you can physically see. So I'll give you an example. Right now I can see this plant, that's 1. I can see this poster, 2. I can see a chair. I can see some paintbrushes. And I see a painting. So there are 5. Pause this video if you want to follow along. Just calmly observe your surroundings and pick out 5 things you can see. So for the second step, you need to listen to your surroundings. So what are 4 things you can hear? So just take a moment and listen. So as an example, I can hear a fan. I can hear the rain outside. I can hear myself breathing. And I can hear the water tap dripping. So again, if you want to follow along, just pause the video. Take some time, listen to what you hear, and really focus in on it. So for the third step, without getting up or having to move around or anything, what are 3 things you can feel, you can touch? So just take a moment, just give yourself a breath. So for an example, 3 things I can feel. I can feel the texture of my sweater. I can feel the smoothness of my water bottle. And I can feel this paper. So again, pause the video if you need to. Find 3 things that you're able to feel and really focus on the feeling of them. So for the 4th step, this one you may really have to focus in on it. This step is smell. So what are 2 things in your area that you can smell? So for an example, I can smell the shampoo I used this morning, and I can smell the laundry detergent on my clothes. Now, like I said, might be a little weird, but really focus in and really try to get at least 2 things you can smell. Pause the video if you have to, if you're following along. And now for the last one, the 5th step, what can you taste? This one, you don't have to eat anything for it. It's just focusing on your senses. So it can be like the coffee you had this morning, or if you really don't taste anything, you're tasting the roof of your mouth. So again, just pause the video if you're following along and just focus in on what you can taste. So those are the 5 steps to this technique. The method of this is grounding yourself in the here and now. So sometimes when we're anxious or stressed, we kind of get up in our own heads about that. And it's really hard to focus in on what's important. We're just so focused on what is stressing us out, what's causing us this anxiety. So the steps in this method force us to kind of zone in on where we are right now, what's around us, and kind of gives us some time to breathe. And once you have completed this, if this method works for you, you can start thinking rationally about what's going on, or calmly, just so you're not letting the stress get to you. This isn't a way to solve all of your problems, but it's a way to just calm yourself down to deal with them. So I hope this method helps. You can always look up different methods. There's some that just involve taking a bowl of water and running your hand through it, stuff like that. There's countless other ones. This is just a stepping stone.